During this time, I also experimented with the cyclical ketogenic diet. Basically, I was eating keto for 5 to 6 days in a row, with these 2 meals within 6 to 8 hours. On day 7, I would fast for about 20 hours, have an intense workout, and then eat a very large dinner with a bunch of carbohydrates. I'm not gonna lie, I could eat like 500 to 1000 grams of carbs from 3000 to 5000 calories and still lose some fat with it, because I was so insulin sensitive and my glycogen was so depleted. It was quite a feast, to be honest. You know, some healthy carbs, potatoes, bananas, rice, but also some junk like ice cream, Cheerios, and what else, cookies or whatever. The reason I did it was to experiment how my body responds to this type of carb cycling and carb backloading. Sometimes I stayed keto for 3 weeks in a row and then only had a one refeed. At others, I did it every 5 days. When doing the cyclical ketogenic diet, then you have to make sure that you deplete your liver as well as your muscle glycogen before introducing the carbs, as to make sure that those carbs you do eat, they get stored as glycogen, not as fat. You also want to eat low-fat, high-carb, moderate protein on your refeed days, not high-fat, high-carb, low-protein, because that's a recipe for insulin resistance and diabetes. That's why I was still eating healthy carbs with mostly glucose, like rice and potatoes, and I kept the junk to a minimum.
Put that cookie down!
In general, the cyclical ketogenic diet with these massive refeeds isn't as good as a consistent ketogenic diet, because you may become under-adapted to using fat and ketones during the rest of the week. This may make you feel more tired and dependent on the next refeed, which is why I decided to stop it after a few months. But it can be a good way to implement back into your diet every once in a while. If I were to try to get really jacked and build some serious muscle, then the cyclical ketogenic diet can be very effective even if you have carb refeeds almost every day.
It's bulking season for you.
To know how to do it, I've written a program called Keto Carb Cycle that gives you the exact blueprint of what to eat in what amounts and at what time to have your refeeds. It covers 30 days with both keto-friendly and carb-friendly recipes, so you can check out the link in the show notes. Body-mind empowerment.
Get stronger, faster, smarter, quicker, friendlier, more helpful, more driven.
Everything the body needs.
Control your mind.